Good evening. So, about to do the one thing that I've been wanting to do the whole time I've been on this island, and that is climb up to Mount Teide. So we're starting at 1 a.m. It takes like 5 or 6 hours to get to the peak because it's very, very tall. It's like 12,000 feet, almost 13,000 feet, something like that. There are several routes to the top of Teide. You can take the cable car to the peak for just 22 euros. It's a nice and relaxing ride if you don't want to walk all the way up. Now, if you want to climb from the base all the way to the top, you'll need to register for a free permit. The option we took, which I don't exactly recommend, is starting in the early hours of the morning while nobody's around. Now, this is technically illegal, and if you're caught, you can get a fine, but there's a small window of opportunity before the guards at the park appear and ask to see permits. Are you ready for this adventure?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
So they say it's really hard. So
yeah, I mean it takes like 5 or 6 hours to get to the top. And we're going to see the sunrise.
Yes, we're going to see the sunrise. We've been inside mentally preparing all day. Just resting our bodies. It's going to be very, very cold at the top, very cold and windy.
My technique is to not think about it. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah. The sunrise, I think, is going to be worth it. It's going to be the best part. Got our mats out. We're stretching right now before we go. I think that's important. Nah?
Yep.
We're ready to do it. All right. See you guys soon.
Move.
So we met up with some of our group members and headed up to the National Park of Teide. In order to do a hike like this, you have to be prepared. As I said before, it is very windy once you get to the park. So you're gonna wanna make sure you have a jacket, something that protects you from the wind. Also, you're gonna need something to protect your neck and your face. It really helps to keep the heat within your body, and it provides an extra level of comfort. Game time, baby. It's game time, baby. Next thing you need is some gloves. I know me, for example, if my hands start to get cold, then my whole body gets cold. Squad! Everybody say hey! Last but not least, and probably the most important, is a headlight. Once you get to the mountain, it is pitch black. There's no street lamps, no lights from houses, not many cars around this time. This headlight will be the only thing lighting your way in the darkness. Update. It's going well. It's going pretty well. It's very flat right now. Just a little bit of wind, but it's picking up, you can tell. The incline is getting steeper and steeper. Got the moon behind me. Luckily the moon is bright, so we're not really using our flashlights much, our headlights.
The contrast of the clouds, of being above the clouds, the stars in the sky, and then you're just on this like volcanic rock.
It looks like we're on Mars or something.
It's so cool.
Yeah. Still gonna show 'em. A couple hours in. It's not that bad. We're making our way like little by little. It's 4 o'clock in the morning right now. I want to be in bed, but also like this is amazing, bro. Let's go. Just 2 hours into the hike and we were already off pace. It started to get harder to breathe. We tried to take small breaks, keeping in mind that the sun would rise at 7:30. You're doing the damn thing. Plus, we weren't even to the halfway point yet. Alright, so yeah, the higher we climb, the more tired we're getting. The battery's almost low, it's getting windy and cold. We're gonna keep pushing on. Yeah, see you at the top. We made it to the refuge finally.
From here, we've only made it halfway. Can you say that?
Dude, I'm dead.
Yeah. It's like,
Tired.
it's not even like, I mean, I feel like mentally good and like I'm not like out of breath. It's my legs are just like,
Yeah, my legs are
enough.
about to give
It's
up.
been enough.
Yeah, so we're gonna rest for a little bit and then I guess continue. This is really hard. We started going up from the refuge. It's about 5 o'clock. 5:40 something. I'm dead. And then, at around 6:30 in the morning, we finally arrived to the peak of the third largest volcano in the world. We made it here to the peak of Teide. I'm so tired. Almost 7 in the morning. And we're on top of a volcano. The feeling of being at the top was surreal, especially because at first we were absolutely alone. If you look to the west, you can see that Mount Teide casts the biggest shadow in the world. There's something so special about seeing the beginning of a new day. And the warmth of the sun was welcome after a long, cold night. I could have stayed there for hours, but it was freezing cold and it was time to get the hell off of that mountain. Deadest I've ever been. Battery is at 0%. My jackets. To be honest, the sore legs, the numb fingers, and the sleep deprivation were minor side effects to this unforgettable journey. For days, I've been thinking about this and how it can be applied to my life in so many ways. If we accept these challenges and embrace them, we're able to have more clarity and not just overcome our fear, but free ourselves from it.